Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to be teaching you how to make a Kandi star cuff. So let's get started. Before we do get started though, I would like to add a quick trigger warning because we will be using scissors and there will also be a needle that I will be using in this video. So what we're going to need is some beads. I've got mine here. You don't need to use this many, I just want to make a rainbow one. Gonna need some string. I use Crystal Tech 0.8. You can get it from Amazon or any real local retailer. A needle, this is optional. I just like to use it when I make candy. I find it makes it a bit easier. And some scissors. So without further ado, let's get started. Now, since I'm gonna be making a rainbow one, that's why I have all these colors. Usually when you make a star cuff, you don't need too many colors, but the first step we're going to do is get a bunch of string. You can always add on more string later, and I'm sure I'll run out of string and have to show you how to do that after. But just cut a good length of string. Now, everyone's wrist size is different, and this will work as long as you do multiples of 3. So my wrist size in beads is 30 beads, so I'm going to add on 30 beads in the pattern that I show you, because we're going to be making an 2-layer X base and then making a star cuff off of it. So I'm going to start with my clear beads. So the pattern that I'm going to be doing is 2 clear, 1 color, like this. And you're going to repeat that pattern until you have 30 beads, so you'd have 10 lots of this pattern. Or if you're doing 33 beads or 27 if your wrist is smaller, then just go according to that. You will tie on the needle after, just because I don't like to tie it on at this bit. Now that you've got all your beads on your string, you're going to tie it together like this. You're going to cross the strings, short one goes under, and pull it tight. Undo this as many times as you need. I like to do it like 4 or 5 times just to make sure that it isn't going to come undone. And then, once you've done that, do not cut any of the strings yet, because you only have to cut one, and I made that mistake a lot when I started making cuffs. Now, only cut this short string. You need that longer one. Put that over there. And this is where I like to attach my needle. You don't have to have a needle. If you don't have a needle, that's completely fine. You don't require one to make candy. I managed to lose mine already somehow. Oops. There it is. We're going to string through this green bead here, like that, if my string would like to not tangle. There we go. And now, because you can see we're coming out of this green bead, we're going to add on 1 clear bead, 1 green bead, and 1 clear bead. And then skip the 2 clear beads and go into the yellow, or whatever color you're using. You don't have to use the same colors as me, this is just the colors I have. And then we're going to repeat the step, but we're going to go yellow. So we're going to go clear, and then a yellow bead, and then a clear bead. And then we're going to go through the orange bead, like so. Ooh. Perfect. And I'm sure, as you can imagine, we are going to continue doing this. I'll walk you through it a couple more times, and then I'll show you how to step up the cuff and move on to the next step. Clear bead. If I can find a matching orange bead. Orange bead and clear bead. And through the red bead. Just like this. X bases are one of the easiest candy cuffs to learn. I think most things build off an X base, so if you can make an X base, you can make lots of things like the star cuff we're making today. And remember to pull your string tight as we go along so it stands up like this. Then once again, we're going to go clear bead, red bead this time, clear bead, and go through the purple. I'm sorry for the delay in upload and if my voice sounds funny. I'm still a little bit sick. I have a bit of a cough and my throat does not want to leave me alone with it. Now we're going to go another clear bead, another purple bead, and another clear bead. Oh, there we go. And through that blue bead. And you're going to continue this all the way until here, and I will show you how to step it up and continue the cuff. And now we're going to add on our last 3 beads. So I'm going to go clear, red, and clear. Then we're going to go through, watch what I'm doing carefully, this green bead, this clear bead, and this green bead. And pull it nice and tight. Now, we went from the bottom row onto the next row, and we're going to repeat the exact same steps. So we're going to go clear bead, now we're going to add a yellow bead because yellow is in the middle, and then a clear bead and go through the yellow. And then here we're going to add a clear bead, an orange bead, oops, not 2, and another clear bead, and go through the next orange. And you can see when we pull it tight, it begins to look like this. They make little X's, and that's why we call these X-base cuffs. Clear bead, red bead, and another clear bead, and through that red bead. And once again, you can continue it all the way around, and I will show you how to step it up again. To our last 3 beads. So we're going to go clear, green, and clear. Go through the green bead, the clear bead, and the yellow bead. Now, I'm going to teach you something really important for the future whenever you make candy cuffs. You can see we have the X's, right? This is how you know you've completed your first X on an X base. So we're going to be making a double X base, which I'm sure that you might know means that we're going to do 2 more X's. So you can see this little X, we're going to add another X. And each X is 2 rows, so 2 lots of each time we go around with the 3 beads. And that's what I really struggled to understand when I started making candy. And then when I figured that out, it was really easy. All right, so we're going to continue going around 2 more times. Continuing to step it up each time, which I will show you each time. Just to refresh, we're going to add a clear bead because it's in the middle, yellow, so we add a yellow. and then a clear bead, and through the next orange bead. So we're always skipping that bead in the middle. Make sure you're pulling it tight so it stands up like this as well as we go around, which mine doesn't want to listen to me. So clear bead, orange bead, clear bead, and we go through the red bead. Pull it tight. I'll show you one more time. Clear bead, ooh. Clear bead, come on, red bead, clear bead, skip the red in the middle, go through the purple. Continue this all the way around, and I will show you how to step it up to our last row of threes. Alright, now that we're on to our last three beads, let's add them. Clear, come on, green, green, and clear. Through the yellow, the clear, and the yellow. Now, we're just going to do the exact same thing, and this will be the last time we do it. We're going to add on the three beads. So, let's start. Clear bead, yellow bead, clear bead, and into the orange. Clear bead, red bead, come on, red bead, why won't it work? Red bead, and clear bead, and into the red bead. Continue this all the way up, and I will show you how to add on a different layer and then how we tie it off. We're adding on our last three beads, so we're going to go clear, yellow, and clear, through the yellow, the clear, and the yellow. Pull it up, and this is where I teach you another thing you'll need to know. You can see we have our two X's, but you can also see we have this row of two beads, yeah, that go around. We are going to recreate that by, instead of adding three beads, just adding two of our main color. So for me, that's going to be clear. So I'm going to grab two clear beads, if my needle lets me. Thank you. Hello. Yep. And I'm going to skip this orange bead in the middle and go into the next red one. And you see this just pulls it all together and makes it really tight and nice. And again, into the next bead. Two more clears into the next bead, and you're going to continue this all the way around, and I will show you how to tie it off so we can actually start making it like a star cuff. Go into the next yellow bead and then up through the first clear bead. Pull it tight and watch me carefully for this next bit. Alright, take your string, go in the middle, so it's easier to see because I have a needle. Go in the middle and it should form a loop like this, yeah? Now, take the other end of your string. I just have to be careful I don't mess this bit up. There we go. And it should be coming out in the middle of those two beads. Take the two ends and tie it together like you would a Kandi single. Cross them over, thread it through. This just makes it, in my opinion, a lot easier. I'm just testing the tension and I have tightened it right, so that's good. Tie it, tie it, tie it, and then we're going to cut both ends of the string off. Perfect. Now we have our X base. We can get onto making it actually look like a star cuff, like this one here. This is what it will look like in the end. Alright, for the second bit, we're still going to need all the same colors we had before, but we're going to need a new thing of string. So you don't need as much this time, like a wingspan, so from one arm extended to the other arm extended. Now that we have our string, take one end and we're going to string it through one of these beads. It doesn't matter which one, just pick one. And make sure you leave one string with a little bit so it doesn't completely fall out. And now you're going to follow what I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, we're going to make a pattern like this. So we have 4 beads and then a main bead and then 4 beads. So I'm going to do that, but with the colors of the rainbow. So I'm going to go, we'll start off with 4 red, which I need to order more of, 4 red, and then clear, and then another 4 red. Oops, oh. Like that. Then we're going to skip the next bead and go into that yellow. And make sure you hold both ends as we pull it, and you can see it forms a point, like a star. So we're going to need to make 5 of these points because there's 5 points on a star. Trying to get it to stand upright so it's easier. Alright, now we're going to go to the next one. So I'm going to go orange, string on your beads, skip that middle one, and go through the green one. And you're going to do this all the way around. I'll show you how to tie it off. We'll move on to the next step. Alright, we're going to add on our last 9 beads. then clear bead. And then you can see our strings coming out of the purple bead, but we're going to put the other end back through that purple bead, or whatever color your bead is. Now pull it all together really tight, super duper tight, and tie it off in a square knot. Cut off the excess strings. So take the 2 strings, cut them off. Put it there. And you're going to repeat the exact same process on the bottom, and make sure that they line up as well. So you do these 2 so you can match the orange. And I'll be back when that's done, and then we'll move on to the next step. Alrighty, now on to the next step. We're going to need a bit more string. Cut that off. I'm going to tie my needle because this bit is a lot easier with a needle. This is by far the trickiest part so far in this tutorial. Alright, now we're going to turn it on its side like this. Go through a clear bead. And this is where it gets annoying. Okay. We're going to add on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to add on 5 beads. So I'm going to do 2 blue, 1 clear, and another 2 in blue. Now we're going to go back the same way. We can, wait, no. We're gonna go this way with our needle. Pull it all tight. And it should look like this. Now, string through the 5 beads that we just added on. All 5. Like that. I know this bit's a bit confusing, but string through all 5 of those beads so it makes a little loop, and then string back the same way through the clear bead. Like this, and it makes a pillar. And now to get to the next one, you're going to string through all of these beads. I'll show you how to do it. So string through all the blue beads, all of them, like that. String through that green bead in the middle, and then through the rest of the green beads until we reach the next point. I know this bit is tricky. I do not enjoy doing it, but I will show you one more time and then I'll leave you to do the rest of them. 4 beads. 5, sorry. So we go 2 green, 1 clear, and another 2 green. String up through the clear bead, pull it all nice and tight. It's a bit easier now. Go back through those 5 beads you just added on, like like that, and then back through the clear bead so we can continue making the pillars, and then string through all those beads until you get to the next one and go all the way around. Let's move on to the last step. We're going to get another length of string, and this step is really easy. Turn the cuff on its side. Whatever point, grab one of these middle beads. So I'm going to go through one of my orange ones, pull the string through, and now because we're on a green side, I'm going to do a pattern of green, clear. Oops. Green, clear, and then string up through this middle bead in the pillar. Like that. And we'll do it again. Green, clear, green, clear, and then we string through the middle bead, and it makes these little points, and we're going to do this all the way around and then tie it off and we'll be done. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you could please like, comment, and subscribe, it really helps me and my channel out a ton. Merch link is in bio if you're interested, and so is my Depop where I sell all sorts of candy, but please keep in mind I only ship to Australia. Thank you guys for all your support lately. I'm sorry once again that this upload has been a little bit delayed, but I hope you enjoyed and that you found it helpful. Thank you, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!